Well, you yourself, you're 55 years old right now. A lot of people in my comments really ask, what exactly is your secret in terms of staying in shape, you know, between the working out and the eating and so forth? What, you know, if you were to give like just a few things that you feel has allowed you to stay this healthy at this age? Because look, you've seen some horrible looking 55-year-olds out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, like, rest in peace. There's a guy named Hovain. He was a music manager who died. I think he was in his mid-30s. You know, and, you know, a lot of people were really kind of mourning his passing and so forth. To me, I mean, I personally didn't know him, but when I look at situations like this, he was very, very obese. You know, like the stomach hanging, you know, over his thighs and so forth. Like, when I see that, I think, man, like, you know, you and I have had this conversation when COVID first hit, and I saw that there was a link between obesity and dying from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I lost 25 pounds.
Yeah.
And I've kept it off.
Yep.
3 years later, I weigh about 200. You know, I'm not going to say I'm in perfect shape, but I'm in way better shape than I was before. I took my health very seriously, you know, and a lot of people, when you see them die, you know, like Big Pun, who was like 500 pounds, who died from a heart attack and so forth. Like, to me, that's scary. And that motivates me to lose weight and eat better and work out and so forth. So you yourself at your age, what do you do that you think is key to keeping you at this state?
Well, first of all, this is priority-wise and what I think is valuable. I mean, you know, if I say, okay, I'll give you, you know, $5 million today, but you have to die tomorrow. Or I'll give you $5 million, but, you know, you're going to have horrible health. You quickly figure out what's more important, right? I mean, your body, your health is the only thing that you really own that somebody can't take away from you. So I kind of look at it like it's nothing about it's kind of just this discipline thing. It's I get to do it. I get to train. I have the right, like, you know, this is a right for everybody. And people talk about like, oh, I don't have time. Like, okay, let's put these things together here, because you say you don't have time to, you know, to put into your health. I would argue that taking care of yourself is the only thing that gives you more time.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, because, you know, you have more time on this planet at a better quality of life.
Yeah.
So you don't have time to work. Well, okay, you're going to have less time than you know. So to me, it makes a lot of sense. The fact that one day I'm going to have a cane and I'm going to wish I could run. I'm going to wish I could get out of here and go work out. I will give everything I own to be able to do that one day. But guess what? I could do it right now. Everybody could do it now. But you're gonna be faced with cane day. You know what I mean?
At some point. Yeah, no, look.
If you live that long.
Hovain, and I retweeted this, and I think like Gabriel Union actually retweeted my tweet.
Gabriel Union?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you said Gabriel. It made me think of a dude.
Gabriel Union, right.
Yeah,
she actually retweeted me, and I said that you just never know how much time you have left.
True.
This music manager, Hovain, 24 hours ago put up a tweet, said, "Thank you, God, for another day." 24 hours. And then one day later, he's gone. He had no idea.
Right.
I'm sure. You know, I don't know if it was a heart attack or whatever. Obviously, someone dying that young is probably weight related, health related. It's not healthy to be that type of weight. But 24 hours before, he said, "Thank you, God, for another day." And then poof.
He might have knew something there. I'm playing a detective is like.
Maybe not.
You know, he could have been
no
like.
one plans to die a day later unless they're going into some suicide mission. But
I hate to be morbid, but it could have been like, "Thank you for another day." That was fucked up. That was fucked up of me to say that, right? I feel fucked up by saying that.
Well, listen, if you are an unhealthy weight and you continue to stay that unhealthy weight, you cannot be surprised when bad things happen because of that weight. You know, like, for example, you know, Big Boy from the radio, who I know, like, he was morbidly obese at one point, and he went and got an operation to get it fixed.
Stomach staple, yeah.
He got the stomach staple.
Yeah.
I interviewed Buster Douglas. After he lost to Holyfield, he sat around and ate to the point that he put himself into a diabetic coma. He woke up and said, that's it.
Right.
No more. I am done with this lifestyle.
Well, you ended up going from 246 pounds to almost 400 pounds.
Right. It didn't stop.
Oh, what was the heaviest you ever got?
That was it. I'm just saying. It just kept, you know, until I went into that diabetic coma.
Right. You weren't a diabetic before that, right?
No, I wasn't. I'm perfectly healthy.
Okay, so you gained so much weight that you ended up getting diabetes.
Right.
At that point, you know, before the coma, here you are, 400 pounds, diabetic. Did you think, okay, look, if I keep going down this path, I'm just going to die?
Yep.
Like, you know.
And that's where it came to. Waking up in that hospital, it was like, whoa, this is it. I almost checked out of here, you know. And that was inspiration enough to get back into life, the game of life.
And look, and he's around to this day, you know, whatever, 20, 30 years later, he's living a good life and so forth. He's a little bit heavy, but he's not.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a hippie, but you got to love yourself.
You got to love yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you don't think that you deserve it, you're gonna do yourself in. I don't care how much money you got or whatever. You will just have more money to do yourself in with.
Right. And I remember, you know, there was a guy who works for Google who, you know, focuses on, you know, aging and so forth. And he said the secret to immortality is to be alive long enough for the next medical breakthrough that will keep you alive, potentially. You see what I'm saying? Now, the health part is one part, but also, hey, man, listen, there's people who look like you who get cancer.
Oh, yeah.
And it has nothing to do with their food, their lifestyle, whatever, they get cancer. And if you are at the stage of human history where that particular cancer can't be treated, doesn't matter.
Right.
You're done. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. My dad died of Parkinson's. You know, if I get it later in life, I'm hoping that some sort of medical, you know, technology somehow catches up and is able to deal with it. My dad was taking Parkinson's pills, but ultimately he lost his ability to walk, lost his ability to eat, lost his ability to breathe. And, you know, I had to make the decision to do a do not resuscitate, and it still hurts me to this day to do it. But me and the doctor sat, they said, listen, if he has to get a breathing tube one more time, coming out of it is going to be the worst thing ever for him.
Yeah.
And so we made the decision, and maybe a week later he got on a breathing tube again, and that was that. But listen, at some point there might be a pill that you could take for Parkinson's that just fixes it, and it's just like it becomes a non-issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult, there's a minefield that you have to work around, but I do believe, I mean, wholeheartedly that, you know, food is your medicine.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely part of it.